I was asked to train one other person in a 127 square foot building with as many as three other people that could occupy this building. It is not uncommon that some of these other people do not wear masks. I cannot refuse entry into the building. I am often downwind from an industrial flare. I am also near a site that was fined for lead contamination. What does that mean? Opening the door or windows is just as harmful or more harmful than keeping them closed. We were all told we cannot use other masks but those given to us. The site I work at is the only site exposed to these health risks. Exposure to others in close proximity for a prolonged period of time without proper ventilation or filtration is a health risk. Unbeknownst to others, I have been bringing in a small fan with my own makeshift filter for the last month and a half. This is what it looks like. The story gets even crazier than that. I was fired, sent home on the spot after I refused to train others without compensation or adequate training for the current conditions. I was not even given an outline. The woman that relieves me in the morning has made gender specific requests to leave the toilet seat down for her. This is sexual harassment. She has even put it in the official logbook. I know I would get in trouble if I asked her to leave the toilet seat up. This is not something she does for me after her shift. I have accommodated her out of concern for her mental health. At one point, she made it well known that she told our site supervisor off in a nasty email and explained it away that she was going to be on medication. Her said explanation for her insubordination was not because of health concerns, but she had concerns about compensation while acting in a supervisory role at another location. Just compensation concerns. She still works there. She was also responsible for tearing down my social distancing sign that I put up. It was working, my sign. Only one other person was going into this building while I was present before this sign was torn down. I am a minority, and I have witnessed a hostile workplace in the past from the supervisors and a few coworkers. The response for making a formal complaint to the former human resources in the past was me being written up by my site supervisor. I conducted a textbook complaint by their own corporate outline, and I was punished. This does mean that my site supervisor supported a hostile work environment. Others had warned me of the hostilities of this environment being worse than this after my initial write-up in 2019. The workplace didn't get less hostile right away. I really just endured it. I could go on with how relaxed the enforcement of mask wearing was among these individuals. Masks were not enforced until someone got a lawyer, and they still work there. I could mention the lax environment of those we provide security for. Many don't wear masks, and yes, these companies may have protections against legal action as they can make the claim of being critical infrastructure. Mandate and advisories has resulted in lawlessness for some and restrictions for others. How effective is that?
All right, so we have two industries that are in perfect positions to develop cultures of lawlessness. And you have one here, it looks like it's going to be in eastern Ohio. Who knows if it affects this area or your area, where regulation of methane will be reduced so that the frequency with which industry operators must survey their equipment for leaks will be decreased or reduced. And this will definitely affect somebody's quality of life.